Hey, it's Paul with RockOutfitters.com, here to show you the Kuat Sherpa 2.0. And here we have it installed onto this vehicle. We'll go over some of the key features that make this rack special. So for starters, this is a platform rack, so it supports the bicycles from the wheels up and does not have any frame contact. You have a pivoting rear wheel tray and a ratcheting hold down hook for the front wheel. And let me go ahead and remove it from the vehicle, and I'll first show how the rack is installed onto the vehicle. To do that, I'll move it from the carrying position into the stowed position by simply grabbing this lever and rotating it up. There's a pin holding it into the hitch, which I'll remove that pin and then remove the rack from the hitch to show you the inner workings of the hitch base. Here you'll see a silver steel wedge which pushes this silver ball bearing into the corner of the receiver hitch, and that gives the rack an effective anti-wobble both vertically and horizontally. And when I spin the rack around, you tighten that wedge with this rubberized turn knob so it's tools free install and removal. So let's put it back onto the hitch. To do so, it's always easiest to install and remove a rack like this when it's in this right angle stowed position. So I'll just bring it to the hitch, rest it on the bottom ledge of the hitch, bring it to a horizontal position and move it inward. Next, I'll go ahead and take the hitch pin, which is included, and insert that into the hitch pin hole and begin sliding it forward until it finds that hole for you. So you're using the hitch pin as a feeler to find that hole and get it all the way through. So next, I'll pull backwards on the rack to provide a little bit of extra friction on that pin, and then back here I'll begin tightening it, and as I tighten I'll jiggle it just a little bit. That way that ball bearing will get nested into the corner of the hitch, and when I'm done you can feel, and well, you can't feel but you can see that we've got ourselves a very effective anti-wobble both vertically and horizontally, so really secure. All these fasteners which hold the platform to the base have next to zero play, so it's really firm and precision construction. Speaking of construction, it's primarily aluminum construction with some sophisticated manufacturing techniques to create all these different shapes. Let's go ahead and move it from the stowed position to the carrying position. To do that, we can do it hands-free by just pressing with our foot on this pedal. Once that's disengaged, I can just bring it down and it automatically connects into the carrying position again. So I'll go ahead and get this inner tray ready to accept a bike by rotating the hold down arm over and out. I pressed in this button to extend it out. Then also I will flip this front wheel cradle back or up, and that's taking it from the stowed position to the carrying position there. And here in the back, press in this button to release the rear wheel ratchet strap. You'll notice this ratchet strap is a durable, flexible nylon, but it does have a rubber protective inner layer to protect your rim. So let's go ahead and grab a bike. So when I'm loading a bicycle, what I want to do is bend down low, grab the lowest part of the frame I can, and then lift. I'll drop the front wheel into the front wheel cradle, and then here in the back, I'll just dip down a little bit, grabbing that strap, and then setting it down onto the pivoting rear wheel tray. This tray is nice because it automatically aligns with the position of the rear wheel without any further adjustment, compared to other designs where you may have to reach down and slide it back and forth to get it in place. To give the bike stability, what we want to do is go ahead and get the ratcheting hold down arm in place. That needs to be positioned towards the top of the wheel, closest to the front fork or the first point of contact as you can. You'll notice at the top of this hook there's an indention, which is there for narrow road bike tires, but of course it's wide enough to accept wider mountain bike tires as well. So I'll ratchet it down, get it into a position which is in alignment with pushing it against this rear tray. Make sure it's fully secured, good and tight, that your tires are inflated to their proper PSI, and now you have a good secure fit. Back to the rear, I'll go ahead and just run this rear wheel strap through the buckle and pull that snug. And now you have the bicycle fully secured to the rack and ready for transport. Next, if you want to access the back of the vehicle with the bicycle still mounted, you can pull this lever again and tip the rack down, and then you can open up the rear without any interference, giving you easy access to the back of the vehicle. Okay, next I want to demonstrate how I'm pressing the button. There it goes. Okay. In addition to that feature, you also have a security measure that's provided with the rack. You have a heavy-duty braided steel cable which can be wrapped around the bicycle frame and then back through itself. And then here you'll see the locking mechanism, which engages and locks it onto the tray. To release it, it comes with 3 keys, and you just insert the key. It's spring loaded so that it's ready to lock again when you need to. Now, for locking the entire rack to the vehicle, there's also a lock mechanism that's designed for your hitch pin. So let me step back around. This one's also designed to where you can prepare it by putting the rubber cap over the lock mechanism and then just reach down and snap it into place. So now you have the bicycle secured to the rack and the rack secured to the hitch for overall excellent security. So those are all the key features of the Kuat Sherpa 2.0. This product and the full line of Kuat products is available at rackoutfitters.com, and thanks for watching.